Most of the data aspirants are facing data importing issue in MySQL. But why? I give an example. Suppose there is 10k records. While you are importing into MySQL, it accepting few records, otherwise showing error or failed. Hello ladies and gentlemen, once again welcome back to another video. Myself Salim, I am also a data aspirant. So today we break down this solution in two methods. Which you are interested, go with that. Let's jump into computer screen. I opening my dataset in Excel. This is a sales dataset. I show how many rows are there in my dataset. Let's see, here are 10k records including header file. So I add filter to my header, select the header row and go to home and select sort and filter and select filter. Now here in items column we see there are errors and unknown blanks. Same like that in quantity, price per unit, payment method, location. Every column has errors, unknown, blanks and something else. Transaction ID only, there is no error and unknown columns. Okay, this is unique column. We directly import into MySQL. We get some errors, importing fails. So we solve this problem in two methods. So the first method is I closing this tab, I open a new blank sheet and the blank sheet is here and go to data tab. I import the data in text CSV file. Finally I got my CSV file. Here import. Now here we got all the columns. Don't using load, directly transform data. I need to open my Power Query directly. Finally here we go, we got it. And first step, first row as a header. In home tab we using first row as a header and then the main work is started. First replace unknown values, errors, blanks with null value. So if you select each column then do the replace value, it will take some more time. So I will give a simple trick. Here select Ctrl A and go to home tab and replace value. First we fix errors. Here actually capital letters are there. Error to null. Why choosing null? While you are importing into MySQL, the error unknown in numbers column is not acceptable. If you select null, it will acceptable. So you need to replace with null. Same like that remaining also. Okay, I will click OK. Before clicking, first here see where is the errors. You will find with null. So I click OK. Here see errors columns are showing null values. Select this replace value, right click and rename errors to null. Next, one more time to choose replace value and here select unknown to null. Hit OK. Here see the unknown columns are changed with null. Here also rename known to null. Also here blank values are showing. This one also replace, same like that, replace values, blanks. It didn't give any symbol or word here. Okay, just leave it blankly and replace value section, add null and hit OK. Okay, done. Here I rename blank to null. Okay, here we take graph to find have any something else. To go to view tab and select the column quantity. Here nothing is there, valid 100%, error 0, same like that it ending also. And using distribution, column distribution, they are showing high distribution. Okay, done. Change data type section. You will see before replacing anything, here see in transaction ID you have unique number, so there is no error or empty. In coming to items, there have 4% of empty, 2% of empty in quantity, 3% of empty in price per unit. Same like that in every column have some value, some percentage. So okay, here coming to in at ending blanks to null, you will see nothing. Okay, now the data is ready to import. Some question will be raised here. Only you change the data type, so date column to date and location column to text, payment column to text and something. If you change anything, you will affect in MySQL. So we didn't change anything here, just we clean the data. I unchecking this view, go to view icon and column distribution uncheck, column quantity uncheck and go to direct home tab and close to load. Here see there only null values. Clear this filter before importing. Table design I will change normal. So okay, I will select this. So you will see normal. I saving this file sales.csv and save it. Why choose CSV? Actually MySQL accepting only CSV files. Okay, now save it and close this and open your MySQL workbench. First time if you are open, you will show like this. Then open your connection, and here I creating new database. Create database DS sales. Okay, you just select this thunder icon. Here see create database. One row is affected. In schema you just refresh. Here we see DA sales. DA means data analytics sales. Okay, now I double click on it. Here table section, there is no tables in the schema in the database, so we need to create a table. Create table, name is sales. Okay, done. Now I open the bracket and close. Come back with Excel. There are some header row is there. Copy it. Copy our file header row and come into MySQL. Just paste it. Now just enter. Separate each column step by step. Now here we showing error. How to solve it? Is not valid in this position, expecting being binary or byte boolean like this. Transaction and ID in between have one space, so I just add this symbol in keyboard. I will show you this keyword. Now same like that, here I adding transaction ID is varchar. In brackets I add, I don't know how many letters are there in transaction ID, equal to length. Open. I give this table and close. Here 11 is our length, so you don't worry, just give 15. It's quite enough. There is no null values in transaction ID, just to leave it and give comma. And coming to items, this is also string values is there, so we give varchar b2, press enter, 6. Okay, I will give default 10. It's enough, I think. Varchar 10, there is null value, so I give default null. Okay, why I giving default null means in our item section there have some null values, so I giving null here. If you didn't give any null, it didn't accept the null values, only accept string values. Okay, and here quantity column, it will be integer. I add int, after add default null. Here price per unit, same like that, this keyboard you use this symbol. Okay, and here also price per unit. In our price per unit section we have decimal values, so if you give decimal or double or float, I will give float space default null, give comma and come to next one. Same, if add here these quotations. Total spend, if price per unit have float data type, automatically total spend also float. Okay, now coming to payment method, I add first symbols here. Here I will give payment method varchar in brackets 14, default null. Location also varchar 10 default null. So transaction date, it automatically given date, and coming to default null. Okay, transaction ID varchar. Why means there is mixed values, so actually there are all unique numbers, so it will be give primary key also. And also there is no default null in transaction ID, so I will skip here. If you want to give, just I copy, use space and paste. Okay, and quantity integer, float, total spend float, there have decimal values. So payment method, coming to payment method varchar default null, location also varchar. Transaction date, it will be date format, also there have some default nulls also. Okay, I giving semicolon, and now select anywhere inside, you just click this executing statement, keyboard under cursor, this will be executed only this part. If you select this under, it will be executed whole sheet. Okay, now I just select this one. Here see, created this table, 0 rows are affected. Now here refresh, in under DS sales database, under table section we have one sales table. If you just executed this, select everything from sales table semicolon. If you use shortcut also, control enter, so it will be executed only this one. If you select control shift enter, it will be total executed the sheet. Okay, here successfully added all columns. So now we import our data set in this table. So you just select this and right click, go to table import wizard. You just select and browse your file where this is located, this file, and open it. And next, here already have existing table we created already. Now just click next, and here match all columns each other showing well. Now I click next. Here I clicking show log y means here starting to execute importing process. So we will see have any get failed or error. You know already our dataset have 10k records. Okay, you just reminder in mind, after importing you will see how many records are showing. I click next here. Let's starting. Successfully we got some errors fails here. Why we got this? I know this will happen before. If get any issue, how to handle that? Let's see. Here we showing incorrect date format. Actually our date is Indian format, Indian date format, date DD 4 wise. Our MySQL will accept US date, so we need to change our date format and re-import. Let's see how many rows, how many records are imported. I click next. Here see 490 records out of 10k records. Okay, now here click finish. We do one thing here, just minimize and go to Excel. Now here select the date format, control shift down arrow. It will be select 10,000 rows, and coming to back, control backspace. Here default this is selecting, and control backspace, it will be go on top. Now here date format, you just select bottom right down corner, you will see number format, so just select and go to date. Here we seeing we need to change with year month date. Here see year month date. Okay, 2023 is year, 09 month, 08 date. Okay, now click OK. It will automatic format. So now re-import this file. Just minimize. It will happen while you are importing. You just correct. I just open my dataset in India, so it will automatically updated my Excel in Indian date format. If you are another country, it will be change with according their country format. Okay, now I just minimize here, US format it will be showing. So just you control save, control S, save it and minimize. Then go to MySQL, you just drop and re-import our dataset. You just write like this, drop table name is sales semicolon. You just write like this, or just select this table and right click and here drop table. You will select directly here, or you will write the statement drop table. I just execute this. Here see drop table successfully affected. Now I refresh, there is no table with the name of sales. Okay, now I recreating our sales table here. Select and execute. So okay, here are select executed, and here schema section we will see sales table. Now we import our data here. Before importing, you must change date format according to your country to US format. Okay, and now I will import this. Right click, table data import wizard, and here automatically selected my file. Click next, and there is no new table, already have our existing table. So next, here see all are showing. You just recheck only, don't change anything. Why means already created columns in MySQL. So just click next and show log, and now click next. Here see, data importing is started. It will take few minutes, so after I will back. Okay, here see, finally finished our data importing. Now we check how many records are imported. Now click next. Here see, congratulations, if you are done this work you will get 10k records successfully imported in MySQL. Now finish this and let's check, just execute, and here see, successfully completed our data importing issue. Congratulations. Now here see, you see lot of null values. If you have doubt you can check count. I will count this rows. I will clarify another one also. Just I will giving count and execute, control enter. Here see, 10,000 rows are recorded in our dataset. That's all about first method. It will be so complicated to do. Finally done your work successfully. Congrats. If this video is helpful, like and do subscribe. Share with those friends who are facing this issue. Thank you for watching. I will see you on next one. Until take care, bye.